So we have the Nebula by Anker Cosmos Laser 4K and Cosmos 4K SE. And I've done a video on both of these products, but then all of a sudden people started asking me, well, what's the difference between the two? And I'm like, that's a good question. So I'm gonna answer that question. I'm gonna go over the stats for both of these units, show you some real life footage of both of these products in different situations, including a good friend of mine who actually has the Cosmos Laser 4K, and I didn't even realize that until I made both my videos. And then at the end, offer some buying advice and figure out which one of these Cosmos 4K projectors is right for you. Now let's be honest, you're starting off in a great position because either one of these projectors can get you up to a 200-inch screen at your home, portable with a convenient handle, cost-effective, basically a giant home theater for a really good price. But of course, it's still important to figure out the differences of the two products. So we're gonna go over the key points of the Cosmos Laser 4K and then the Cosmos 4K SE. First off, on the Cosmos Laser 4K, the lighting system is a third-generation laser technology. The brightness is 2200 ANSI lumen, and it has contrast ratio of 1000 to 1. So basically what you're getting is, on average, about 1.8 times brighter than an LED TV. It also covers 100% of the Rec. 709 color gamut. The Cosmos Laser 4K has HDR10, but it does not have Dolby Vision. And this unit has Android TV, which is not quite as good as the Google TV operating system. I'll talk more about that in a second. It does have Netflix, but you have to use this built-in dongle on the back of it. So it has Netflix, that's good to know, and the Android TV is pretty solid overall. Now you do get 4 speakers on the Cosmos Laser 4K. You get 2 10-watt speakers and 2 5-watt speakers. So it does have pretty good sound overall, and I think that is a benefit. On the other hand, the Cosmos 4K SE comes with 4K and it has Dolby Vision. So that is a pretty big deal. You know, most people will want Dolby Vision if they have the opportunity for it. And the 4K SE has the hybrid beam technology that actually covers 123.3% of Rec. 709 color space. So that again is a little bit more than the 100% of the Cosmos Laser 4K. Now the only downside is this is actually 1800 ANSI lumen, which is a little bit less bright than the Cosmos Laser 4K. But from what I've seen, I don't really notice much of a difference. More on that in a second. Now it does have the Google TV operating system with Netflix. So when it comes to that, it's definitely an advantage. I love the Google TV operating system. There's just a little bit more that it has over the Android system, and it's newer. So I'm a big fan of Google TV operating system. And then lastly, it has the Nebula Master mode, which makes the colors look really nice, very comparable to something like a Sony TV. But in order to show you that, we have to set it up in the office here. And that's a great opportunity to let you guys know that both of these units actually have autofocus, keystone correction, screen fit, and eye guard. So that's great to have. Whenever you're setting up one of these projectors, it's not going to be a perfect fit. So it's great that both units have these features. But the 4K SE actually has the IEA 4.0, which gives you real-time autofocus and keystone correction. So it's going to do it automatically and quickly. It also has auto obstacle avoidance, ambient light adaptation, and wall color adaptation. So just a little bit better features again from the Cosmos 4K SE over the Cosmos Laser 4K. And so back to the Nebula Master mode, which was what I was talking about. You have a very similar image, as I said, to a Sony TV, but yet you have so many more advantages. First off, this is way bigger than a Sony TV. So if you have a 65-inch TV versus this 120-inch screen, huge difference. And TVs have other downsides as well. One of those is blooming, where you get light bleeding through the screen on these LED type TVs. You're going to have none of that with the projector, of course, while it's still so large. Another downside we talk about is screen uniformity. Many times these TVs have what's called dirty screen effect, where it's kind of unpredictable, where you may see blotchy areas on the screen. That can be very annoying when you buy a new TV. And with a white screen like this at 120 inches, it's just a pure white screen, none of that uniformity issue to deal with. And then lastly, of course, is the viewing angles. With an LED TV, specifically V8 panels, light falls off at an angle, so you're not getting the same viewing experience depending on where you're sitting in the room. But with this projector, it looks really great from all different angles. So a bigger TV, wider viewing angles, less downsides. I mean, it's a really great opportunity to get a large projector like this. Okay, so now really what I think you guys need is some similarities and differences so you can figure out which one of these units is best for you. Both the Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K and the SE are laser projectors, but the 4K SE is a hybrid beam laser plus LED combo. So you just get laser with the 4K, but you get that hybrid beam with the 4K SE. So that's something to think about. However, the laser 4K is actually brighter. As we said before, it's 2200 ANSI lumen versus the 4K SE, which is 1800 ANSI lumen. So that can be a big difference if you're in a really bright room, for example. You might get a little bit more out of that extra 25% ANSI lumen. But I mean, are you really going to be watching this in the daytime? Is this something that's going to be a nighttime theater? So that's something you're going to have to figure out, because for me, I don't really see a big difference. I think that the 1800 ANSI lumen of the SE looks great in my office. Now, when taking both units outdoors, I did notice that the Cosmos Laser 4K with the 4 speakers, 2 10-watt and 2 5-watt speakers, is slightly louder, or just a little bit easier to understand and hear than the 4K SE that only has 2 15-watt speakers. So that's something to think about if you're in an area where it's going to be a little louder, or if you're taking it into a larger space like we're doing outdoors. Again, you can just connect either one of these to Bluetooth speaker or HDMI port, like we're going to show you in a little bit with my buddy. But the brightness and those speakers are really the only benefits that the Cosmos Laser 4K has over the SE. So now let's talk about some of the upside to the Cosmos 4K SE. And we'll start with the fact that it does have Dolby Vision and the Nebula Master Mode, where the Laser 4K does not. I think having Dolby Vision is a huge benefit. Most people think of Dolby Vision as being the industry standard. So if you're going to watch a movie, it's great to watch it in Dolby Vision. And the Nebula Master Mode, as we talked about before, has really great lifelike colors. And I do think that having the Google TV operating system with licensed Netflix is a slight advantage for the SE over the Laser 4K that just has that Android TV operating system. Again, if you're just looking for your basic apps, either one of these is going to do the trick. But I have Google ecosystem products everywhere, and being able to jump in and out of programs on different TVs and this projector is a huge benefit. And I really like that it's just a little bit more streamlined than the Android TV OS. Now, when I take these two projectors out into the game room, there's also a few differences we should talk about. And one is that the Cosmos 4K SE actually has 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, where the Cosmos Laser 4K just has the 1 port and it's 2.0. Now, both of these products can run sound out of the HDMI port or the eARC port back to a soundbar. The SE has 2 of them, so you can still run an input in and the sound out. So that is a benefit. And then to continue with the physical differences, the 4K SE is about 1 pound lighter in weight, and it's slightly quieter with about 28 decibels of noise versus 30 decibels from the Laser 4K. So a little bit quieter, a little bit lighter. And then one big thing is the remotes. And while the Laser 4K remote is totally fine, has a nice little track wheel, some buttons on the bottom, it isn't backlit like the Cosmos 4K SE remote is, which definitely comes in handy when you're in a dark area, if you're like outside and it's really dark out, especially since this is a theater experience, to have a backlit remote that you can see what buttons are doing what. Now, one feature that both of these units share that is incredibly useful is this ergonomic silicone, super soft and supple handle. I kid, but seriously, having a handle on a portable projector is absolutely crucial and fantastic. And anyone that thinks it's not that important should try lugging these different products from your front yard to your backyard to your game room on any given day. I find it very useful, and if you're going to be using this in different locations, it's absolutely crucial to have a handle. So very good job by Nebula to have this on both of these products. And as I said, I have a buddy that has the Cosmos Laser 4K, and he absolutely loves this. So they use this inside their house, in his garage on occasion, and then in the backyard when they have people over. And he absolutely loves it. I mean, there's really no other way to get a giant projection in your backyard like this and, invite friends over for movie night. I mean, it looks good, it sounds good, it saves money not having to go to the actual theater. You can just do it all in your backyard. And what's crazy is I didn't even know that he had the Cosmos Laser 4K until he called me asking for advice. And that was because though you have 30 watts of power on both of these units, if you're outdoors in an environment where, kids are yelling in the background and playing, you might need a little bit more audio power. So he was asking me if he should get a larger Bluetooth speaker, because currently he's used it by HDMI ARC connected to a soundbar inside, and then outside he actually Bluetooths it to one of his Bluetooth speakers. So really he was just asking me for options of which one of those things he should do, and I recommended getting a larger Bluetooth speaker. But it's really good that he's able to connect it to both of those and get consistent sound in different locations. Auto connects to the Bluetooth speakers outside when he turns it on, and just provides a really good environment to watch your home theater movies in, even with kids yelling in the backyard. So now it's time for the buying advice. And to be honest, after repeating all of the features of each of these two units and the advantages and disadvantages, it kind of seems like the 4K SE is a great product, especially since it's lower priced than the older Cosmos Laser 4K. I mean, I know that the Cosmos Laser 4K is a little bit brighter. But for me, I'm going to be watching either one of these in a relatively dark environment. And I've actually seen them both in a bright room and they both look great. So I'm not sure the additional 400 ANSI lumen is worth it for me when I can get a better combination of laser and LED light system, as well as the IEA 4.0 with the additional automatic features that dial in the screen quicker. And that's not to mention the fact that you get Dolby Vision, the Nebula Master Mode, the backlit remote, as well as another HDMI port. So I still think that you're good getting either one of these units, especially if you think you need the increased brightness of the Cosmos Laser 4K. But really, it's a no-lose situation. I mean, both of these units are very portable, very premium, and I'm just a big fan of the Cosmos Laser 4K and the 4K SE. But the great news is you can get a discount on both of these units for Black Friday. You'll get $300 off the Cosmos 4K SE and $600 off the Cosmos Laser 4K if you check them out through the links in the description below. And of course, let me know what you guys think. Do you have one of these two units? Are you thinking about picking one up? Feel free to ask me questions because I'm more than happy to do my best to answer all your guys' questions on these products, of course. And make sure to smash the like button and to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one.